Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monty Puck with Puckin' Around, and today we are reviewing the March 30th game between the Anaheim Ducks and the Toronto Maple Leafs, in which the Leafs are looking to avenge their captain Austin Matthews after he was taken down by the Ducks captain with a dirty knee-on-knee the last time that these two teams played, and the Ducks captain Radko Gudas insisted on being in the lineup for tonight's game, despite having an ankle injury. Right off the opening draw for this one, despite being hurt, Radko Gudas drops the gloves and Max Domi attacks him. He was throwing as hard as he could at Gudas and continued at him once he was down, but the officials got in there and broke it up. Gudas did not show any fight back in this fight or in any of the physicality later on. Clearly very hurt, but he wanted to play this game, and so he did. The Ducks get a 5-on-3 shortly after that as Jake McCabe laid a bit of a weird hit on Alex Killorn, which I think the refs thought was kind of a slew foot with his knee. But after looking at some replays, I'm pretty sure it was just an awkward collision or awkward point of contact, and that he was just trying to lay the body and was not trying to slew foot him or take his feet out from under him. After the whistle for them to call the McCabe tripping penalty, Matthew Knies went after Beckett Seneca and ended up picking up a roughing for trying to get him going. So the Ducks go to a 5-on-3. With just over 13 to go, Leo Carlsson receives a pass, and he snaps it past Anthony Stolarz, and it is 1-0 Anaheim. William Nylander then runs the goalie and gets attacked by Pavel Mintyukov. Then Easton Cowan comes in and jumps on Mintyukov and just starts trying to give it to him, and everyone is pushing and shoving. Ducks get a power play out of it, and with just under 11 to go, Cutter Gauthier scores to make it 2-0 Ducks. Brandon Carlo went for a big hit on Jackson Lacombe, but he got reverse hit into the boards. Then with 6 to go in the first, Jeffrey Viel takes a cross-checking call for hitting Michael Pezzetta with a few. Then John Tavares bangs home a bouncing puck with 5.5 on the power play, and it is a 2-1 game. After taking a cross-check from Jake McCabe, Gauthier departed with around 4.5 left in the period and went to the room, and he did not return. With 17 to go in the second period, Michael Pezzetta attacks Radko Gudas behind Anaheim's net and wails on him a bunch, gets a 2-5 and a 10. Easton Cowan served the minor. He picked up an abuse of an official call, which was the game misconduct, for pushing back on the linesman after he was separated from Gudas because he was trying to go back at him. He smashed his stick at the bench as he headed to the room, and the Ducks go back to the power play. With about 11 to go in the period, Max Domi went at Mintyukov, and the pair fought. After wailing on him, Domi got him down on the ground. Afterwards, as the goalies were skating to the benches, Stolarz bumped into Ville Husso on purpose, probably just trying to send a message. Then with 9.5, a post-whistle scrum, and McCabe jumps Gudas before everyone starts shoving and the officials start separating them. Radko Gudas went to the room after this, but he returned later. With around 8 to go in the period, 4-on-4, John Carlson scores his first goal as a Duck, and it is 3-1 Anaheim. Then, not even 30 seconds into the third period, Leo Carlsson bumps awkwardly into a teammate and Nylander and needed assistance to the room with a lower body injury, some sort of injury to his knee or leg, but he did return to the game later on. With just under 16, an offside whistle, and Bo Grew checks Mikhail Granlund hard into the boards afterwards, starting a scrum. With 13 to go in the period, Matthew Knies scored to bring Toronto within 1, as it is 3-2. Leo Carlsson limped back to the bench before the halfway mark of the period. With just under 10 to go, Easton Cowan takes the puck from Beckett Seneca and gives it to William Nylander, who gets a breakaway as Cowan does a good job blocking the defenders from catching up, and Nylander rips it past Husso to tie the game at 3 apiece. With a few minutes left, Morgan Rielly scores to give Toronto the lead, and it is 4-3. And then with just under 2 minutes, Leo Carlsson, who's returned to the game, scored to tie the game 4-4, as the Ducks often do, mounting another comeback. We are heading to overtime, and an intense overtime ensued, including Anthony Stolarz robbing Washi with his toe as they bump heads. Nylander gets stopped by Husso on a breakaway, and he accidentally takes out a ref's feet from under him while defending later on. With 1:40 to go in the OT, Stolarz made a huge save on Carlson to keep the game alive for Toronto, and then with 5 seconds to go, the Leafs enter the Duck zone. Tavares leaves the puck for Easton Cowan, who passes to Rielly, and he rips a shot that Tavares tips in, and it is a 5-4 Leafs win. And they showed Radko Gudas limping to the Ducks room afterwards, as he is looking not great. The Leafs showed that they felt that beating the Ducks in the game where Matthews got hurt was not good enough, so they decided to win tonight, as well as send a physical message. All of this right after general manager Brad Treliving was fired, so I think that definitely helped to light a fire underneath them as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.